flipped. Hello, hello. Nobody in just yet. Somehow my screen flipped. That's bizarre. All right, weekly live. Let's see. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. How was Vegas? How was your trip in Vegas? Corey, what's up? All right. A lot to talk about today, guys. I did my first ever slot tournament this past weekend. Awesome. Glad you had a great time. Did my first ever slot tournament on Saturday. Friday, Saturday. It was 2 days, Friday and Saturday, and wound up winning first place, $50,000 cash at the Golden Nugget in downtown, which was pretty awesome because I've never done a slot tournament before. So that was pretty cool. Pretty exciting. Lots to talk about this week on the update. That was the big one. That was the big thing. Hey, Tracy. That F1 racing is messing things up. Yeah, is it true? So, Corey, to answer your question, so it's a three-year guarantee. Sorry, street sweepers are going by. 3-year in Vegas, not necessarily the Strip, but after 3 years, an option for up to 10 years. So 3-year guarantee though in Vegas, 3 years guaranteed. Yep. But not necessarily the Strip. And there are rumors, very credible. Lots of people are talking about the rumors about that it will never be on the Strip again because it has been just a logistical nightmare here in Vegas, and not just for tourists, but for locals as well. We just stayed on the Strip, just got home, and sorry, that's why my voice is a little bit the way that it is right now. We stayed, excuse me, we just stayed 2 nights at Horseshoe for Halloween, and it was absolutely awesome. But driving back, so much of the roads are closed that it's a nightmare driving around the Strip right now. Oh, thank you so much, Corey. What should have taken, I think it's at 22 minutes from the parking lot at Horseshoe to my driveway, wound up being almost about a 40-minute drive, and that's light traffic. Like, Vegas is not busy right now, so it's just crazy. I saw somebody posted that they were on the Strip trying to get from their hotel over by Park MGM, going down the Strip, trying to get to downtown, and it took them over an hour to go about 3.5 miles on Las Vegas Boulevard. Over an hour, 3.5 miles. That's how crazy, because that was peak traffic time. That was like dinner time. They were trying to go to a restaurant downtown from their hotel, Park MGM, and it took them over an hour to go about 3.5 hours on the Strip. It's just crazy, but that's the expectation right now, guys. It's just how it is, and it's an absolute mess on the Strip. It's just crazy how busy it is, but we'll see. I mean, they said something like I think like 1,300 jobs were created here in Vegas, and that's local contractors, that's your pavers, the overtime for people that are doing like directions, like police doing directions, traffic and stuff on the Strip. So that's the upside of it, is all of the jobs that have been created through this. So hopefully they get some good notes and best practices for the next couple years, because 3 years, guaranteed with an option for up to 10 years. But we already know it's not going to be on the strip again. It's just been an absolute mess, and they won't do it again. So we got sidetracked walking from the back of Harris to Ellis Island. Took an hour instead of 10 minutes. Yeah, that's common right now. So one of the things that we did, because we just, like I said, we just stayed at Horseshoe, and we picked Horseshoe because it's connected to Paris inside. You don't have to go outside, and you can walk quickly to Planet Hollywood, or to go to this side to go Cromwell and Flamingo without getting in a car, because we were not going to go in a car to try to go anywhere because we saw the traffic, just an absolute nightmare. So, hey, DG, what's up? Yeah, so it was an absolute nightmare. So let's get into this update, guys, for this week. You don't want to sit here listening to me talk about traffic. So what's going on in Vegas? We're going to talk about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's talk about what's going on in Vegas right now. Let's start with the weather, guys. It's beautiful. It's like low 70s, low mid 70s during the day. I think by today's Wednesday, I think Saturday might be like 81, full sun. It's just absolutely beautiful to be outside, guys. And I plan on doing some walking if you're going to be in Vegas this weekend. Oh, no, it was cash, 50K cash. They gave me a slip, and I went to the cashier cage. They verified it with my ID, and they gave me 5 bundles of $10,000 cash. Yep, 50 grand cash. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So overnight, though, it is cooling down very quickly. As soon as the sun goes down, you feel the temperature change like immediately. I know, wow, that's exactly what I said. Just very surreal, very surreal. Awesome though, really awesome. It cools down immediately. As soon as that sun goes down, it's like you feel it. You feel the difference. And it's cooling down into the 50s overnight. But you know what? If you're walking around like long sleeve t-shirt, like what I have on right now, shorts and a light jacket, you should be fine. Unless you get cold quickly. But in the casinos, you guys know, in the casinos, they regulate the temperature. So you're really not going to feel as much of a difference from being outside. It's obviously it's going to be warmer and more comfortable in the casinos. But you do feel it immediately. All right, let's talk about update. So Halloween was awesome. Like I said, we just stayed the 30th and the 31st at the Horseshoe, and we went down Link Promenade. We were outside. Not a ton of people in costume like there were over the weekend. So we did stay at Golden Nugget Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. So we were down there for Halloween weekend, down Fremont Street, and it was awesome. So many people dressed up in costumes. It was really fun. You know, I'm not a big crowd person, but it didn't seem as crowded as it has been in previous years. But it was fun. It was fun to see everybody dressed up, having so much fun. We saw a lot of people winning on slot machines and tables while we were down there. We went to Circa, we went Fremont, Binion's, we went to the Plaza, El Cortez, and did some gambling. It was so much fun. We spent some time down at the Container Park. They had a Halloween down there. They had food trucks and vendors. So much fun. Just love the downtown area. So F1, they're almost finished, and they have to be finished because officially we're at 15 days. It's November 1st, which is hard to believe. It's November 1st, and the race begins on November 16th. And we're going to put up a quick video in the next couple days to show you guys what it looks like, because we just drove home from the Strip, and there are grandstands. There's like bleachers everywhere, all around the Strip. It's crazy. They're just about ready. They have overpasses for cars and pedestrians that are already up and are in use right now going over the track, which is pretty nuts to see that these bridges all around the Strip for cars to drive over, and they're in use right now. So still causing a lot of traffic, though. I tell you what, if you're coming between now and I'd say probably like Thanksgiving, if you're going to be in Vegas, probably before by December 1st, it's still going to be crazy. I don't know how they expect to take all of this stuff down before Thanksgiving and Christmas people come here. Tourists that come in for the ice skating at Cosmopolitan, for the Christmas decorations at Aria. I don't know how they're going to get all this stuff down because they've been working on it since I think like May. They started working on this stuff for a November race. So I don't know that if they're going to take it down, even probably before the end of the year. It's just crazy. Yeah. So let's talk about news. I don't know if you guys watched. You know, I'm not like a Debbie Downer when it comes to the Raiders. I never understood the decision to let Derek Carr go and bring in Jimmy Garoppolo. Like I never understood that because he's a fine quarterback, but I feel like he's a solid backup quarterback. I don't think he's a championship Super Bowl quarterback at all. I'm not a quarterback. I never played football. Not even an armchair quarterback, but just watching football on the weekends. Go Vikings, right? I couldn't understand that decision because he wasn't a championship player in San Francisco. They brought him in. You're not going to win a Super Bowl with him. So the coach and the general manager got fired immediately on Sunday. Like as soon as the game was over, both of them got fired. So that was pretty big news. Not surprising. I'm actually surprised that it's this far in the season that they opted to make that change because just some of the play calling, the decision making. You're not going to win a Super Bowl. And it started, in my opinion, with bringing Jimmy Garoppolo in. So let's see. So there's a new steakhouse open at Caesar's Palace. We were just over there because, like I said, we spent a couple days on the Strip. Of course, we went gambled at Caesar's. And Peter Luger's Steakhouse is open. Now, that's where Rao's used to be, the Italian place that's famous in New York City that opened up here at Caesar's Palace. That is now Peter Luger Steakhouse. And it's busy. We saw so many people over there waiting to go in before they open. So it's doing really well. That's over by the Bacchanal Buffet that just opened. I want to say it's maybe been about a month, but I wanted to see it with my own eyeballs before saying anything about it. But again, really busy, lots of people there. Let's see, Bad Bunny, for all you Bad Bunny fans, he did recently just announce a stop in Vegas next year, February. That's going to be the 23rd and the 24th at T-Mobile Arena. The reason why I'm mentioning it now is because tickets are on sale right now, and that's definitely going to sell out. Let's see. Kelly Clarkson added 4 more dates to her Vegas residency. That's going to be for December and next year, February. But December is going to be here before you know it. I mean, a couple weeks, 3 weeks, we got Thanksgiving, football all day, turkey, and then next thing you know, it's December. So that's coming up, and that's going to be at the Backed Theater. And the Backed Theater, planning the vlog, the Fontainebleau. Absolutely we are. They're scheduled for December 13th. And they hired something like 1,600 people down there for the Fontainebleau. And from what I've seen, it's beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. I just hope that it's not another Resorts World, because Resorts World is an absolutely beautiful property, just absolutely breathtaking when you go in there. It's just amazing, but it's dead. There's no people there. There's no energy. Half the restaurants are closed whenever you go in there, even like a Saturday evening. It's just dead. And I hope that's not the Fontainebleau. So it could, because it's an absolutely beautiful property. And you guys know, if you keep track of Vegas, keep tabs on Vegas, that's been like 10 years. They've been working on that project there. And I don't know how many different owners it's gone through before they're ready to open on December 13th. But we wish them luck, and we will definitely be there to check it out. Let's see. So the Rio, you guys know, the Rio has been just like downward spiral for so many years. What which is unfortunate because the Rio used to be the place to be. I remember flying here when we still lived in Hawaii, and wherever we were staying on the strip, we always jumped in a lift, or if we had a rental car, we'd go over there for the seafood buffet. Um, but it's just, and it was just, they had the show, the masquerade show, whatever it was, that Mardi Gras show. And now it's just like, well, you guys know the deal, and I'm not here to dump on the Rio. But they had just another thing happen. Duomo entertainment venue at Rio abruptly closed. So abruptly closed means people went to work and it was closed. They didn't even tell the employees that they were going to be closing. Just like people went to go to work and it was closed. The doors were locked. So that's kind of crazy. And we know that it's new ownership and the new sorry guys, we spent like 5 nights, 3 nights at Golden Nugget, and then 2 nights at Horseshoe within the last 6 days. 5 of the last 6 days we stayed in Vegas. So sorry about my voice. So that's kind of nuts. They do have a new owner, and they announced like something like $100 million to invest in the Rio. Maybe that's part of that. I don't know. In looking at the mega resorts in Vegas, like the Fontaine Blue, the Resorts World Las Vegas, Sahara. I don't know how far $100 million is going to get the Rio for a remodel, because it needs everything. Like if you look at it from the outside, I mean, you have to change all of that glass. It needs a paint job, the elevators. Like most of the elevators are never working. The pool is a dump. There's no restaurants. I don't know how far $100 million can go. I cannot wait to see what they do with it. And I'm not hoping that it's gonna not go far. Like I really hope that $100 million turns it around, because that's an iconic property. And you've got the Palms across the street, which is an amazing property. So I really, really wish them well. I hope that they are able to turn that property around. So that's what's going on with the Rio. Now let's talk about winners. We always talk about winners here in Vegas. And I have to say, me. So I entered my very first slot tournament ever. It was 2 days. It was Friday and Saturday at the Golden Nugget. You get 10 minutes each day to play around, and you just earn points. And I earned the most points, and I won first place and wound up winning $50,000 cash. That's right. We talk about winners all the time. Thank you so much, Tracy. I won $50,000 cash in my first ever slot tournament. Crazy. It was so surreal to hear that. And I was keeping track of the scores. And I kind of knew when they announced the third place winner, because they announced the top 5. And when they said the third place winner score, I was like, I think I know my score is higher than that. And then when they announced the second place winner score, I knew that I won, because I was keeping track. It was awesome. It was awesome. Yes. So awesome to win. Hawaii Crap Shooters. Did you get it on video? We absolutely did. We're working on a video right now to put up on Friday of the slot tournament. It was just so surreal, because we were gonna shoot the slot tournament anyway, and that's why I entered to just shoot it and do Halloween down Fremont Street, and I wound up winning $50,000 cash. And it's crazy. I was like, how do they give like a big check like you see people holding at the Cal? Boyd Gaming, if you guys follow their social media, they have the big checks like lucky winner, and they have the big amount on it. There was no big fake check or anything. They handed me a slip, verified my information with my driver's license. I walked over to the casino cage with that slip, and they just gave me $50,000. Did I feel safe leaving? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I never feel, Fremont Street, that downtown area, I think it's a bad rap, but it's a major tourist destination. And when you mix in alcohol, gambling, just kind of all of that. People can be, you can just not be aware of your surroundings, and but I never feel unsafe down there. We're never like like that far gone that we're not aware of our surroundings. We're always aware of our surroundings, um and that and with Christine's muscles, my muscles, we were fine. We took that $50,000 and went straight to the room, put it in the safe, and we were good. Thank you, DG. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So if you guys have never done a slot tournament, highly recommend it. The one that I did at Golden Nugget, the reason that I picked this one is because the top 50 winners would get, I think 50th place was like $500 cash. So it was like top five, 50,000, 10,000, 6,000, 2,500. Like everybody got, it was sizable winnings, like good winnings. 51 and below was $100 free play, slot play, free play. However you wanted to use it, table or slot machines, however. So I was like, that's okay. I'll take a risk and try it because I've never done it before. It was an $800 buy-in, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. Won 50,000. So looking forward to the next one. Looking forward to my next. I never have that. Me neither. The most I've ever won before this was when it was Bally's. I was playing Pai Gow and won. I won like $3,200 little mini jackpot playing Pai Gow, which was pretty awesome because it was, I think I was betting like $15 table. It was a $15 table. And I was just betting with like $100. I still had my $100 that I was playing with all day and wound up winning $3,200. But this is absolutely the largest jackpot that I've ever won. And I'm looking forward to the next one. So we'll see what happens, guys. All right, let's talk about events. So SEMA is going on right now in Vegas. And there's a music portion of it. So it's like a SEMA music festival. So it's a car show with music tied into it. So it's pretty busy for those guys, but Vegas is very slow right now. So like I said, we just spent the last 2 nights at Horseshoe. Just got home today. That's why my voice is so hoarse. And it's kind of slow. But the good thing is that table minimums are low right now. I was able to play $10 minimum roulette table at at Horseshoe. Pai Gow was $15. Craps, $10 craps tables in Horseshoe right now, which is kind of nuts because typically the lower table minimums you're going to see down at like Harrah's or Flamingo, not Horseshoe typically. $10 craps. I played last night. I wound up winning $175 playing craps last night. So pretty good. Let's see what else is going on this weekend. It's just reading my notes. Let's see. BravoCon is happening at Caesars. So I guess the TV network, Bravo has, I never watch it. Just not for me. I guess they have a bunch of reality shows on Bravo Network, and they're having something that's called BravoCon. So all of these reality people, Vanderpumps and Housewives, and all those people are going to be down at Caesar's Palace in the Forum shops doing, I guess they're signing autographs and taking pictures, different things down there at Caesars. Let's see. Usher is at Dolby Theater. That's the one over at Park MGM. He's going to be there the 3rd through the 5th. So over the weekend, he's going to be over there doing his thing. The Raiders play the Giants on Sunday here in Vegas. So that's going to be pretty big because Jimmy Garoppolo, in my opinion, stinks as a head quarterback. Or number 1 quarterback. I think he's a solid backup, but he's not going to win a Super Bowl, especially at least not here in Vegas. He's not going to win a Super Bowl. And they fired their coach and they fired their general manager on Sunday. So let's see what happens against the Giants this weekend. My money, and don't judge me, please don't come at me. I'd love to see the Raiders win. I love Vegas. I always want to see, we went down for the Aces celebration for their back-to-back win. We were down there when the Golden Knights won the Stanley Cup. We were right down there at T-Mobile Arena cheering those guys on. I'd love to see the Raiders win. I just don't think they're going to do it with Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm going to put $10 on the Giants to win this weekend. Only $10, but we'll see what happens. Let's see, what else we got going on? Tim Allen is over at the Mirage. Now, if you guys don't know Tim Allen's story, the reason I want to mention that is because Matthew Perry just passed away a couple days ago. Rest in peace. He fought demons for a long time. He said since he was like 22 years old, he was battling addiction. And so rest in peace, Matthew Perry. So the reason I wanted to mention Tim Allen being over at the Mirage is do some research on his story. He actually has a very dark past with addiction, drugs, and alcohol, and all kinds of stuff. And he managed to come through it somehow. And here he is today. He's going to be in Vegas. It's just such a really great story. And I love to see things like that when people just overcome so many obstacles and just battle through and come out on top, because it takes a lot to do that, guys. And so Tim Allen, he's going to be at the Mirage. If you guys are here, give him some support. William Black is going to be over at MGM on the 4th. Santana is going to be at House of Blues, which Santana is such a nice guy. And that show at House of Blues is a small venue. So it's a really intimate show. You're not like standing way back in bleachers trying to see the stage. House of Blues is a great venue for music. And it's a smaller venue, which you're closer to the act or whoever's performing. And he's such a nice guy, interacts with the audience throughout his show. So definitely worth checking out. And House of Blues is at Mandalay Bay, which I love Mandalay Bay. It's a great casino. It's a nice property. You've got food options. You can walk over to Luxor. Really nice property to just check out. Let's see. Kylie Minogue is going to be here. She's at the Voltaire, the November 3rd through the 4th. You've got Eddie Griffin, who's hilarious. He's going to be over at the Sax Theater. Now, the Sax Theater, that's the one that's kind of over by Blondie's in the Miracle Mile shops there at Planet Hollywood. Great venue for entertainment. Been there a bunch of times. Katy Perry is going to be at Resorts World Las Vegas, November 3rd and 4th. Now, she's wrapping up her tour now in November at Resorts World. She's done. We're at North Outlet Mall now. Yeah. Hey, Arnold. Hey, Arnold. Yeah. Beautiful weather today, right? Beautiful weather. We had friends in town visiting from Colorado, just like, I think, what do you say, like 25 minutes from Denver? Like 25 minutes north of Denver they live. And they had a foot of snow the other day, and we were over here. It was 75 degrees in full sun here in Vegas. They had a foot of snow on the ground, and they were ready to move also. They did not want to go back home. Let's see. U2 over at the Sphere. And beware, if you're going to go to U2, there's been a lot of counterfeit tickets that people are buying from third-party sites. Buying them online, you get a confirmation code, you get a email saying, your ticket is confirmed. Hey, Vance, hey guys. So people are just getting scammed with U2 tickets right now, and it's happening pretty much every single event. And what they're saying, at least what they're saying here on the local news, is to buy direct from the Sphere, and that's MGM. So buy direct from them. Try to avoid third-party ticket sites because there's so much scams. People are coming into Vegas on vacation, planning to go see U2 and being turned away at the door because the tickets are no good. So that would be a major, major bummer. So please avoid that if you can. Congrats on your win. Guess Carlos again. Yeah, I told him. I said, buddy, you're about to get a lot of treats. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Thank you. Highly recommend, again, if you've never done a slot tournament, just try it. Just find a low entry, $100, couple $100, and just try it. It's a lot of fun. You're going to meet people there that come in to Vegas just for slot tournaments. There's like a community of people that know each other just because of doing slot tournaments. So that was pretty cool to just learn about that, meet some people that do this stuff all the time. They just do slot tournaments throughout the year. It was pretty cool. All right, let's see. Low Rider Las Vegas Super Show Extravaganza is happening at the Mandalay Bay. That's going to be November 3rd and 4th. And then on the 4th, we've got the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Avalanche. The Colorado Avalanche are going to be here in town. If you've never been to a hockey game anywhere and you happen to be in Vegas and you can find some cheap tickets, I highly recommend it. Nobody pays me to say any of this or to recommend anything that we do on our channel. We don't get paid by anybody for our channel. We just share stuff that we think would be of interest. Did you pay to enter? It was an $800 entry for the slot tournament. $800 entry, and then I did one rebuy for $250. So a rebuy gives you another chance. So I actually took 3 chances. And what they do is they take your best 2 scores and combine those 2 numbers, and that's your overall number. So overall, it was $1,050 was the investment there for the slot tournament over the weekend at Golden Nugget, and won. So I figured even if I finished top 5, I would win at least I think like $5,000 was top 5. So I was like $1,250 for a chance to win at least $5,000. Not a bad investment. And you know what's so funny? I wish, Chris, did we get his name? The guy that won $100 free slot play and won a jackpot on a slot machine at Golden Nugget. Were you not there? Damien and I were there. So the night of that everybody got paid out, we were playing, celebrating, and just in awe. And there was a guy that stopped me and was like, "Hey, congratulations. I was in the slot tournament as well." He wound up winning $100 free play. And I'm not making this up, guys. It's Vegas. Like anything can happen in Vegas. He won $100 free play. He was there with his wife and we were talking, and he wound up winning a $10,000 jackpot on a Buffalo slot machine in Golden Nugget with his $100 free play that he won in the slot tournament, which I thought was just the coolest thing. Could you imagine? I mean, he entered a contest for $800, won $100 free play, and then an hour later with that $100 free play that he won over $10,000. It was like $10,600. It was that Buffalo Link progressive machine. You guys have probably seen them. They're in a circle. There's like 8 of them in a circle. It's a progressive. He wound up winning $10,600 something dollars. It was just so awesome to see that. I love seeing people win, and especially he turned $100 free play into over almost $11,000 jackpot there. So that was so awesome to see. Cool. That's it, guys. That's all that I got for you this week. If you guys are in Vegas, the number one thing that I will say is be patient. There's so much traffic because of the construction. You can expect longer wait times at the airport, taxi, rideshare, shuttle, limo. It does not matter because they're all on the same roads. So just expect to be in traffic. And another thing to add to that is that rideshare drivers, a lot of them are actively just not working the strip or the airport because it's such a mess. And for them, it's a fixed rate. You could get like $15, $20, whatever it is. And it's not worth it for them. So they're just avoiding the strip and the airport area. So expect to just wait. So with that, be patient. It's not the driver's fault. It's not the server's fault. It's just crazy how it is right now. It's just so much traffic all around town. So thank you, Tracy. Appreciate you. All of you guys, Kento, Tracy, let's see, DG, Betty, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. And for supporting our channel, watching our television show, however you support us. And we'll see you next time, guys.